We are live. We are live, everyone. We are live. It took me a minute because I was making my little drink. I got me. Some of you guys like my little strawberry drink, so I'm like, look, I'm gonna sit back, relax, but I need something to calm my nerves because Miss Gina's nerves with these YouTube clowns. Sometimes you just, sorry, sometimes you just need to just calm your nerves. Um, hey, Christina, how you doing, love? Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, those in the clouds. Hey, good evening. Good evening, bush people and the slitherers and the snakes and the worms and all of you bugs and stuff. Good evening. Everybody have a wonderful, blessed evening. Um, hey Keisha, hi Cheryl. So I was looking at, my video that I did this morning, and I guess some folks was not happy. They were in their feelings, right, about my opinion. Now, um, a couple of people were on there, left messages, and they were like, well, you said you wasn't gonna speak on it, and you said you would. No, 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 no. I never said. See, this is where YouTube gets things fucked up. People hear what they want to hear. That's the one good thing I love about James Caldwell. He has always said that about YouTube. He has always been very frank, straightforward, and he has always said that the YouTube people, if it's a content creator you like, you gonna hear what you want to hear. If it's a content creator that you love, you're going to hear what you want to hear. You're not going to pay attention to what was said. You won't even go back and say, let me go back and listen to what it is that she said or whatever. What I said was, you don't speak on my children. I won't speak on your children. If you want to come for me, you can come for me. Because most of the time, if you're just coming for me, I'll ignore it. I also said, if there's someone on YouTube that I like and I like a lot, or that I'm friends with, or I assume that I'm friends with, or I'm cool with, or whatever, and if that person hurts my feelings in any way, shape, or form, I don't have a problem with admitting that. See, that's the problem with YouTube because grown people don't know how to handle grown people shit. People will get on here and make fun of you for voicing your opinions and how you feel, but they won't respect you for having the nerve to say, you know what? She did hurt my feelings. You know what? He did hurt my feelings. See, you don't get that kind of respect. Good evening, Deanna Love. You won't get that kind of respect. But you will get folks that have so much to say. Now, you could be nice and voice your opinion and just say how you feel and move on. And they'll still have a problem with that. And then when you get down and dirty, honey, down and dirty, and check they ass, like Miss Deanna, like my sister Deanna, honey, Deanna don't care when, where, what form, shape, she gonna give it to your ass. And then the person, they get in their feelings, them, their friends, their people, their circle, they all get in their feelings. Thank you, Tropical Punch, because they didn't like how you said it. Okay? So people, hi, you're a flamboyant creator. I'm not looking over you. How you doing, love? Hey, Stacy, I'm not looking over you either. Hi, Sir Nearly, I'm not looking over you either, guys. I'm just the way I'm turned and stuff. I got to go back and forth. But good evening and welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, so this person who I assumed, okay, because people kept saying, one person said, well, you can't pick who she's friends with and this and that. I ain't never trying to pick who nobody friends with. I thought I made myself clear. What part of that video did you not listen to when I said I don't pick and choose where the queendom goes? I don't pick and choose where, hey, Midnight Star, where my moderator goes, or even who my moderator's mod for. I've never ever not once ever told my moderators, if you moderating for such and such over here, you can't moderate for me. No, I don't even call on them. When I go live, I just go live. And if they see me, they pop in and I'm like, hooray, thank you, for being here. If they're not here, that's fine too. I got to handle my shit. I got to do it myself. But I don't make demands on people. So for that person to say, well, you mad because she went over there and she said, no, I made it perfectly clear. I'm not mad because she went over there. I said that don't try to make it like you're something that you're not. See, what I have a problem is when people are with you, and Deanna, you understand this. You'll get it even if they don't get it, you will get it. What I have a problem is when a bitch come over here and pretend they're the queendom and they don't like your enemy just like you don't like your enemy. That's what I got a problem with when you're pretending that. Because Miss Gina, when I go over there to Tommy Sotomayor, I don't pretend I like him. I don't pretend. I let my people know. Let me tell you, my people in the queendom know Miss Gina got much love for Tommy Sotomayor. So when they see me over there in his chat, and if they see me say something nice to him, respectful to him, or whatever, they know it's not fake. You know why they know it's not fake? Because they gonna say Miss Gina always said she liked Tommy Sotomayor. Okay? So when I'm over there, it's not fake. Just like through everything, with me and Tracy, when the little short time when me and Tracy wasn't talking, and I felt some type of way. My feelings was hurt because I've always liked it, Tracy. And the queendom said, Miss Gina always said she got love for Tracy. I've always said that. Go back and watch every video. Nobody could ever say, oh, why you calling her beautiful now? Because I've always called Tracy beautiful. Always. Because I've always thought she was a beautiful Black woman. I just always thought that. I don't give a damn what nobody else thought. So my issue wasn't that she went over to Abomination. My issue was you pretended that you didn't give a damn about them when you were over here. It was a facade. And then you went over there and was like you was family and all. Just don't pretend. Let me know. Let me know where I stand and what I'm working with. I ain't never trying to control nothing. Nobody do, say, places they go. Because that means nothing to me. Let me tell you something. The only people that I'm concerned about, the only people that genuinely gets up under my skin if something goes on is my 9 children. Those are the only ones that I'm affected by. But I'm woman enough to say that if I think that me and you are friends, and I find out later that's not really what it was, because that's what I thought. And that's what you showed me. Okay. But if it wasn't that, it's nothing wrong with that. So, but you can't tell me, and I'm talking to YouTube, you can't tell me how to feel. You can't tell me when you said you wasn't going to speak on it. You said, I never said one thing about what me and this woman discussed. I never brought up anything that she might have said or done. I didn't bring up that. I discussed and talked about how Miss Gina felt. You can't, if you know the type of person I am, see, you don't know me. You know what you see. Some people know that I'm very sensitive when it comes to my children. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my home, where I live, and all that stuff. You know why I'm sensitive to that? Because at a point in time, I didn't have a home. You see how that goes? At a point in time, I did not have a home. So I cherish my home. I cherish my children. And if you ever get an invitation for Miss Gina to come to her home, if I ever give you my address, if I ever allow you to meet any of my children in person, know that you are honored. Know that you are honored. Know that Miss Gina saw something in you, felt something in you, appreciated something in you, where she opened up enough to say, girl, come on over. Make yourself at home. You're welcome anytime. And see, that's what I had with her. That's what I had with her. And I mentioned that because that's how that made me feel. You didn't hear me mention anything about anything that she said or she had done. None of that. I talked about moi and how moi feel or felt about the entire situation. I talked about how I invited this person into, because if you ain't my friend and you don't fuck with me, bitch, you ain't gonna be in my house. Oh, let's just be clear. If you are not a friend of mine and we don't kick it like that, and you didn't give me that impression, bitch, I'm not inviting you to my house. And I'm damn sure not going to introduce you to my children because I'm a sensitive bitch when it comes to that. I'm a very sensitive bitch when it comes to that. So YouTube, you're never ever going to dictate how, hey Prima Wanda, hey Lola, hey Tracy's World, you're never gonna dictate how I should feel. You're never gonna tell me what I should say and what I shouldn't say, because I'm way beyond grown. Okay? I'm way beyond grown. Now, the person, that was a couple of people, were very nice. And I liked how the one person who was neutral, and she said, well, Miss Gina, if you guys were friends off of YouTube, if y'all had a connection, and I'm paraphrasing, off YouTube, she says, maybe you guys can work it out off YouTube. Maybe you guys can get together and have a conversation off YouTube. And she said, I hope that works out for you. And, after I calmed down and everything, because I liked that comment, and I said, that's possible. It could happen because I'm a forgiving soul. I have a soft heart. My heart is never hardened for anybody. I have a soft heart. The only time my heart gets hardened is when you come for my babies. When you come for my babies, that's something that will never ever be forgiven. Then you got other folks that was on there. Someone even had the nerve to say, well, she didn't speak on your kids, talking about La Babe over there. She just mentioned your son. She didn't speak on your kids. She just mentioned your son. And you're just mad because she called you out for being a scammer and a thief and all of this and that. Now, let me be clear. Let's be clear. Don't speak on any of my children. I don't give a fuck if she spoke on the oldest one that's 32 years old and can handle shit herself, all the way down to my 13-year-old. Don't speak on any of my children. Now, you can call me what you want. You can call me what you want. You can say what you want. You can do whatever the fuck it is that you want. But don't speak on my children in any fucking way, shape, or form. Bitch, you can't decide on because she spoke about my son, and not maybe my younger daughter, or she spoke on my older son and she didn't speak on my younger son, bitch, they all mans. I pushed them out. They mans. Ain't no different from the other. They are my children, just like her one over there. Did she get sensitive about when people mention her name or mention her? Y'all got it all fucking confused and fucked up when y'all down for a bitch. See, it ain't nothing wrong with being down for a bitch, but when that bitch ain't right, if you claim that you love and care for somebody, why is it that YouTube, I'm talking about YouTube, I'm talking about the viewers and the subscribers and the content creators of YouTube, why is it that when you motherfuckers feel that you love or care about somebody, y'all can't tell them the truth? Why you feel that you can't tell them the truth? You all would never go over there and you would never ever tell that bitch that y'all got a bitch that was sitting up on camera. Do you see me? I'm in my room. I'm in my home now. I could turn the heat up or I could turn the heat down. Y'all don't see Miss Gina with a hat on her head and a motherfucking bomber coat on and a goddamn. Now I got a house and the air circulates really good in here. So when you in a little cracker jackass apartment, it's hot as hell in there. And not one of you motherfuckers that likes to control YouTube and people's platform, not one of you said, girl, why you got that hot ass coat on? Why you got a goddamn bomber jacket that you're supposed to wear when you going skiing, that you're supposed to have on when it's below zero outside, that you're supposed to wear when it is snowing and freezing cold? Not one person. Hey, the Unfiltered. Hey, Tracy. Hey, friend. Hey, Read the Heart. Who else we got on here? Hey, Prima Wanda. Hey, Wigs. They say Wigs in here, but I don't see her. I don't see her. I don't know why I can't see you, Wigs, but they say you're here. So why is it that you all can't tell her the truth? She got a best friend over there who's supposed, hey, prayed up, who's supposed to be what? Her cousin. Tracy D's supposed to be a cousin-in-law, an in-law, or whatever it is. This supposed to be your best motherfucking friend. This supposed to be your sister. Hey, J.R. Black, this supposed to be your sister. And not even her. If you love a person, you tell them the truth. When you see them falling and you see them tripping all over shit, you supposed to say, hey, Queen B, you supposed to say, girl, you spiraling. You were supposed to pick up the phone, Tracy D, and YouTubers that love us so much. Y'all was supposed to pick up the phone and say, girl, you under the hot fucking lights and you got a goddamn winter coat on. Take that shit off because you look stupid. You look real crazy when you're sweating profusely, and we know that you hot as hell, girl, that you're like a sauna, but you all rather make this person look like a damn fool because you're scared. You're scared to tell the person the truth. Where we do that at? But you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem coming on to my platform or others, like, Tracy's World, Read the Heart. You all don't have problems coming on their platform and telling them what they should do and when they should do it. How you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't talk about that. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Everybody else got something to say. Y'all get in y'all motherfucking feelings. Y'all get on here and y'all do panels and shit. Let me put mine in here. Let me drop the link. Y'all do panels and shit. Do whole stories. Write whole books about motherfuckers on here. But you get in your feelings when somebody else has something to say. You can't, this mouth right here, was God given. This mouth was God given. Okay. The only person that controls this mouth is me and the Lord. You can't tell me what to do, when to do, how to do it. You can't tell me who to speak on and who not to speak on and how to speak on them. You can't control how I feel when I feel someone has done me wrong. You can't tell me that. But you don't have a problem when they go over to someone's platform and voice how it is they feel. Retha Hart said, Babe Nation ain't say it, but them folks in her comments are telling her. I know. And let me tell you, Retha Hart, the people in the comments was also saying, y'all, get us some help. Y'all, something's not right. Something's not right here. Something does not, honey, cracking jokes and laughing at your own jokes. Something's wrong there. Okay? Sweating profusely, honey. She got a shower. She's sweating shower. Okay? And common sense don't say, get up and take this hot ass jacket off and put on a t-shirt. Put on a nice cotton t-shirt and finish my program. Finish what I gotta do. Nobody says anything. You know why? Because y'all like this bullshit. Y'all like this messy shit. Because mess sells. We know that. Bullshit is that's the thing, honey. It's the messier it is, the more attention it's gonna get. But do you not know that people are tired of the mess? We looking for answers. We are looking for solitude. We are looking for a healing because people are tired. There's so much going on, so much that is going on in this world. We are dying. We are tearing each other apart. People don't know what to think about the coronavirus. People don't, honey, if somebody got a cough, you like, get the hell away. Go over there. You ready to spray their ass down with Raid. Okay? If somebody got a hard sneeze, you running for the door. You know, because you don't know what to believe. You don't know what. There is so much more to be concerned about. Tracy, I saw a video she was doing about the little boy who stole a grandmother's car when he was 7 years old. And from 7 years old on into him becoming an adult, he's nothing but trouble. Nothing but problems. Had a grandmother that loved him, but arms were tied. She felt she can't control him. It was nothing that she could do. A mother and father that didn't care. This kid ran rogue all over the place. His whole life was a downward spiral. You know what happened? He got all the attention across the nation, honey. They put him on TV, honey. They took him to Disney World. They did all the wonderful things that you're supposed to do for a child that's being good, that's doing everything that they're supposed to do. But you know where the story was? The story was in this child that had been a problem since he was born. Since he was a baby, no love, no nothing, and people think it's funny, and folks can, and the news outlet and the news media, and they rewarding him and they joking with him, but not one person through that video, from what I saw, the little time that I was watching it over there at Tracy's, shout out to Tracy for airing that video. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see not one person put their arms around this baby and tell them, I love you. You don't have to do this. Have you thought about if you set the son down and explain to him that you're a king, that you can have everything you want, because he aspired to be something greater. He wanted to be a computer's major. He wanted to do some stuff. He aspired to be something great, but not one of them people that interviewed him or everything did not put their arms around him and say, you are special. You are awesome. That's the reason why I get on here and I say all the time, if nobody told you you love you, they love you today. Miss Gina love you. I love you. That's why I say when you're going through some stress and you see me online, say Miss Gina ring the bell. Say Miss Gina ring the bell. Because the bell means you want some love and affection and some attention. You might just need a kiss. Somebody may just need a hug. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Miss Gina.
How you doing, love?
I'm fine.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What you have to say?
Huh?
I said, what do you think about this? What do you have to say? What's your opinion?
I kind of came in late, but these subscribers and YouTubers and they make me sick. Making videos early in the morning talking about people,
Yeah.
and it
It's
just get
horrible.
under my skin. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's horrible because they can't exactly, lady, on camera with panties and a t-shirt on. It's hard because they can go. I love you too, T Slim. They can make a video about you early in the morning and talk about or make up any and everything that they want about you. But the second you want to say how you feel or make a comeback, it's a problem. Why? Oh, why you?
Yeah. Yeah. Then they got something bad to say about you.
Right, right. Get rid of this person. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy. It don't.
I hate it.
I sit up here like I said. If they know, if you know me, if you've been on here and you've been watching me, I talk about all kind of shit. We talk about everything over here at the Queendom. We talk about
Yeah.
relationships. We talk about our children. We talk about things that's going on in the world. We talk about all kind of stuff. And I always use myself as an example. I use my children as an example, friends that's close to me, because I can't speak for you. I can't speak for other YouTubers. I can't speak for content creators, subscribers, viewers. So I like to use examples of things and of people and stuff that I know. But it's just like now you can't even. We lost Tracy. Hopefully she'll come back. Now you can't even use that. You can't even voice your own opinion no type of way because they got a problem with that. They have a problem with that. I don't understand it. So now y'all controlling how people think and how people feel now. Now I can't say how I feel, how someone made me feel because you got a problem with that. Well, you said you. I know what the fuck I said. Do you know what I said? Do you know? Did you pay attention? See, don't just pay attention to what it is that you wanted to hear. Don't just pay attention to that. Pay attention to what was said, to what's going on at hand. Y'all claim that you look, listen, and learn. If you look, listen, 3 L's. I tell everybody 3 L's. Look, listen, and learn. If you look, listen, and learn, if you paid attention to what was said, if you watched how people act and what they do, that's all you need to know. That's all it is that you need to learn from. There is no way that damn girl should have been sitting up on camera in a hot ass apartment with a goddamn winter coat on. There is no way that she should have been on here in t-shirts and panties and bras and showing and this and that and everything else. But have the nerve, to talk about someone else's parenting. You see how that works? It's and y'all laugh, y'all talk about it with her, y'all giggle, you share it, all this stuff because you think it's funny until it's done to her. Then when it's done to her, it ain't funny no more. It ain't funny. Ooh, they talking about me. They're talking about my child. They're talking about this and that. Someone was saying, well, you should have called. You should have called her up and this and that. Well, we both grown adults. Why that person couldn't call me? Why that person couldn't let me know like I said before, if you feel that you just I just came to see what's going on. It's 125 people over here right now. Do you know out of that 125 people, probably only 20 genuinely came on because Miss Gina is on? I'm being honest with you. Out of the 125 people that's here, only 20 genuinely came on here because, oh, Miss Gina on again. You know why? Because that's how it always been. I've always had 20 or 30 people. The other 105, 106 people only came on here for the bullshit. They came on here for the fucking mess. They came on here to see or hear what bones they could carry back someplace else. They ain't genuine. They ain't genuine. I know who's genuine. Because thank you, Prima wanted to pray it up, say, I am one of the 20. Thank you, love. Miss Gina, keep being you. This is your platform. And that's why we come over here. You are not a messy person. We all get in our feelings sometimes. That is okay. Thank you, J.R. Black. And let me tell you, how many times have I said I'm in my feelings? Y'all hear me? I admit, sometimes I have to get off camera. I'll be like, let me get off camera. Some of y'all will say, Miss Gina, go take a break. Go eat some ice. Get off here. Because I do get in my feelings, and I get in my feelings, especially when it's somebody that I care about. Especially when it's somebody that I care about. I don't lie about people that I care about. I don't lie about people that I like. I just say how I feel, real talk. And that person can respond to it however they want to respond to it. But don't go over on somebody else's platform and fucking lie on me. No, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Thank you, Jules. Say thank you, Miss Gina, for keeping me in prayer while I was working on getting my associate's degree in photography. You are welcome. You are very welcome. And you're still going to be in my prayers because it's going to be many more blessings that is coming your way. Lola said, I enjoyed your true content and commentary. Thank you. Thank you, T Slim. Thank you, guys. Hey, Mendiza. Mendiza says true. Miss Gifted and Anointed Hands. How are you? Some come over just to read our comments to you, Queen Gina. Then go tell it in another person's live chat. That part, you already know. That part. All I have to say is I will be done with people and keep it moving. Life is so precious for the bullshit. And you're right. Let me tell you something. This is the reason why I don't like to be done with people. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like to be done with people. I'm gonna tell you why I give people a second chance. Let me explain this to you. Because when it's somebody that I care about, the night that I got in my car accident, and I mentioned this before, the night that I got in my car accident, December 30th, I spoke to my sister probably the day before or a couple of days before. I spoke to her. When I spoke to her, I rushed her off the phone because she always did drugs. She always, usually when she called, she always asked for money. That was, she really wasn't calling to hold a conversation with you or anything. She was calling to see what she could get. That's just how it always have been. So, and I didn't just do it. A lot of us in the family did it because we were just used to her calling, asking, bugging, begging, whatever it was. So I rushed her off the phone. And her last words to me was, okay, Jean, okay, Jean. I love you, Jean. I love you. I'll see you New Year's when you come, because I'm going to cook all the food. I'm with Mom. I'm going to cook all the food. I'll see you then. I said, all right. I love you too. And I rushed her off the phone. And December 30th, I was in my car accident, and I had to be cut out of my car. New Year's Day, my sister died at the hospital. New Year's Eve, she actually was beat to death. New Year's Eve, she was beat to death. She died on life support. New Year's Day. Okay. So see, you don't know when a person's time is up. When you let people go and when you push them away because you're mad, there are mothers that don't speak to their daughters right now over bullshit. There's daughters that don't speak to their mothers right now. There's sons that don't speak to their fathers. It's all over bullshit. There is people that don't speak to the other ones. You know why? For the same reason I did. I don't want to be bothered with them right now. I ain't trying to be bothered with, but let me tell you something. When they pass on and you don't get to say, I love you. I really, really, really always cared for you. I wasn't trying to rush you off the phone. I just wanted you to get some. When you can't, when you have so much in your head and you can't say none of those things that you said, you can't say none of those things. You stuck. So I'm stuck in a place that I always wanted to let her know that I genuinely, because my mother only had 3 daughters. My mother only had, she gave birth to 3 girls. I'm the oldest, the one that died, my mother's middle child. She was the second, and then my youngest. So all those things that I wanted to say to her, get your shit together. I love you. We love you. Your nieces love you. Your nephews love you. Your children love you. Your grandkids love you. I never got to say. I never got to say none of it to her because I was always too busy rushing her off the phone because I thought we had time. Time is something that we don't have. Time, I told you, is a luxury that nobody can afford because you can't never get it back. You can't never ever get it back. So that's why when people that have done things to me say, Miss Gina, I'm sorry. Miss Gina, I'm sorry. Can I, come back? Me and Wiggs talked over there. Oh, we talked the other day and I unblocked her. She said, Miss Gina, I understand. That's a real woman. It's a standard woman. A person could tell you, I understand. I understand why you blocked me. I ain't even tripping on. I understand. But Miss Gina, I apologize to you. Can you unblock me? And I said, no problem. No problem. Because life is too short. Do you know how many YouTubers we lost? Do you know how many people you speak to them today and then tomorrow you don't even hear from them no more? You don't hear from them no more. You don't. You be like, damn, I just spoke to them. Damn, they was just on TV. Damn, such as a. We be in shocked by the amount of people that we've lost in 2020, let alone 2019. We're shocked. And everybody want to go against everybody. Everybody want to drag well, you shouldn't do this, well, you should do that, well, you should do. No, you should do what your heart tells you to do. If your soul tells you to forgive that person, there's nothing wrong with forgiving a person and moving on. Nobody said y'all got to be best friends. Nobody says that. Nobody says y'all got to be best friends. Nobody says that you got to kiss their ass, but you can forgive and not forget. You can forgive and say, I'm going to keep an eye on you, but I'm going to forgive you. Forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. It's for you. So everything that I had ever wanted to say to my sister, I wanted to say it to her while she was able-bodied in mind to hear it and to know that I've always loved her and I shouldn't have ever rushed you. If you took the time to call me, whether she was begging or asking or for whatever reason or not, I should have took that time and spoke and had a conversation with her. But I didn't. And so now everybody say she sees you, she's around you, and I know she is. I have to say it now. I have to say it when I pray. I have to say it when I get up in the morning. I have to let her know that I'm sorry. I forgave you. It's easy, 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 easy to be evil to somebody, to be mad, to talk about people, drag That's easy. You know what the hard thing is? The hard thing in any relationship, YouTube relationship, friendship, boyfriend, girlfriendship, husbandship, wifeship, mom and daughtership. The hardest thing, are y'all listening? In any type of ship is to be honest, is to tell a person how you really feel. Have you ever, instead of just arguing at your son or daughter, or instead of just arguing at your husband, just set them down and say, you know what? It hurts my feelings when you do such and such and such. I say it to my kids all the time. I said to my kids, when my son or daughter or one of them do something, I said, you know what? That hurt my feelings. I said, I come home every day. I work my ass off. And when I come home and the house is not clean, the garbage can hasn't been brought back up to the house or put in the garage, I tell them it hurts my feelings because it shows me you don't care. I share my feelings. So when my children gets older, when my son gets older, and a woman comes to him and say, "You hurt my feelings," you know what's going to be in the back of his mind? I remember my mother said that, and I didn't like how that made me feel. You see that? When you teach your children, when you teach another person that they can express their feelings, that they can tell you that you hurt their feelings without it being some craziness, without them getting into their feelings. Hey, April. Hey, Belle. Hey, Ron. Without it being a problem. When that child or that young man gets older and a woman or a teacher or anybody comes to him and say, that hurts my feelings, he gonna say and be genuine about it. Man, I'm so sorry. That was something I didn't never try to do. When you tell your daughter and let her express her feelings, and you say to her, that hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings when you talk back to me. It hurt my feelings when you be disrespectful, because I'm not disrespectful to you. Talk to me how I talk to you. I've always said to my children, I will never, ever embarrass you in public. If there is something that they have done, if there's a way that it's a way of handling everything. It's a way of doing everything. I told them, this is what I do. I say, you want to handle this right here? Or do you want to handle it when we get home? Do you know what my children say most of the time? Can we handle it right here? You know why they say, can we handle it right here? Because they know when we get home, I ain't got to be respectful. See, when you in my crib, I can handle you the way you handled me in public. Do that make sense? Do that make sense to anybody? When you in my home, in my space, where ain't no cameras, ain't the police or nothing, I can handle you how you handled me in public. So they say, can we handle it here? Because they know in public, mommy's gonna be a respectful, upstanding young lady. And I'm going to talk to them as such. And it's going to be done, and it's going to be over with. You understand? See, YouTube don't understand none of that. YouTube talks to you however they want to talk to you, and they get mad because you express your feelings. How you going to get mad at me for expressing my damn feelings? How you going to get mad at me because I'm stating the fact about how a situation made me feel? That's your problem. I always want to come on here and try to change somebody's opinion or feelings instead of just asking them, what did I do? What did I do or say to make you feel that way? Or to even say, I'm sorry, and move on. See, I ain't never controlling nobody. I'm not controlling nobody that's up here. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Go where you want to go. I just say, don't bring your ass over here pretending that you like the queendom, pretending that you're a part of the queendom, pretending that you're a friend, an associate, or whatever of the queendom when you know you ain't. If you just dropping in, just say, I just dropped in to see what's going on, because then I can respect you more. I can respect you more because and I know not to get close to you. But you can't tell me that I shouldn't feel how I feel when I've invited a person into my home. I've been let a person meet my children, and I thought that we were friends, but we wasn't. I thought that. I could have been wrong. But if you give me the impression, because I don't think, maybe some of you, that's how some of you all work. I don't think that you would let me meet your family and all of them if I wasn't a friend or somebody that you felt some type of way about. Would you all just let a stranger just come that you met off YouTube and just come and meet your family and everything, and you not thinking that y'all friends or you all are cool in some type of way? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just think the wrong way. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Miss Gina just think the wrong way. Because I know, YouTube, that man be going crazy. Bell says, I get that, but sometimes people don't want to help themselves. It's like talking to a brick wall, but I know your heart is in the right place. And that's true. My sister didn't want to help herself for a long time. She didn't. But I still should have given her time. I still should have given her time, because time is a luxury we can't afford, and you can't get it back. And I can't get it back. If I would have given her that time, those would have been moments I could cherish. Even though she grown, she gonna do what she want to do. They gonna do what they want to do, you know. So it's just crazy to me when people are angry and upset and mad over things. Most of the time, they don't even know. They'll tell you, girl, it's been so long, I don't even know what we arguing about anymore. Sometimes they don't even know what they mad about anymore. They just know they still mad. And they don't want to be the first ones. That's it. They want to be stubborn. I know, because I was stubborn. But now, I just wipe it off. And I just be like, okay, I tell my kids, I love you. That's what I do. I tell them, I love you, and move on. We move forward. Because you never know what may happen, what could happen, what's going to happen. You just don't know. You just don't know. Share your feelings with people. Share your feelings with your family. Share your feelings with your children. Share your feelings with your husband, your wives, your boyfriends. Sit down and talk to them, not at them. That's why people love when I talk and I say stuff, because I talk to you. I'm not talking at you. I'm not trying to make you. I don't want to change your mind. I want you to understand. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to understand that I cry. I explain myself. I keep apologizing because I love you. I like you. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't give that time. I will be 51 in April. Do you know, when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 30s, even when I was in my 40s, I never shared my feelings. I never shared my feelings with nobody. I would keep them all bottled up. I told you guys, I prayed every day, all day. For 30 years, I prayed every day, all day, to ask the Lord to soften my heart, because I was so emotionally drained and scared at how somebody would treat me or what they would do. So I was like, I ain't letting them get close to me. I ain't got no friends. And I ain't talking to them. I wouldn't talk about nothing. And then I met somebody that showed me something, that showed me what love and patience would do to a person. Love and patience will change your whole world. You hear what I'm saying? Love and patience will change your entire world. So when somebody do something to me, I just be like, that person hurt my feelings. Woo, 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 woo. Now, either you going to feel some type of way or you're not. it's going to either affect you in a way where you're going to say, well, damn, I didn't mean to do that to Miss Gina. I was just playing. I just was talking, but I didn't really mean to hurt her feelings. I didn't mean, it's going to either affect you in some type of way or it ain't. You got some people to say, oh shit, her feelings hurt. I don't give a fuck. Bitch. Let your feelings be. I'm going to hurt them some more. That's how you get some people. That's what they'll say. Some don't give a damn. Shit, her feelings hurt. I'm glad she ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to keep on hurting your feelings. That is how some people are. It's either going to infect you in a certain way or it's not. Miss Gifted said, yes, indeed, Queen Gina, real love can change your whole life, especially our Black love. Come on now. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know. Let me know I'm speaking some facts over here. Let me know I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. They also asked exactly, it hurts because people take your heart and crumble into pieces and don't give a fuck. Exactly. Teacher Owen said, you got to keep you got to keep grounded. I'm so vocal, so my words will never get misunderstood. Hence the reason I can talk on anyone's platform. Rather you like me or not, I'm not a puppet. That part, Teacher Owen. Yep. True, Miss Gifted. True. Angela says, my beautiful Miss Gina, I just signed on. Hey, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Ex April says, Bell 100. Let me see what the ex April have to say. She said, Bell, I'm the same. Bell says, I'm stubborn, but it be my fault getting too close to people. That's why I closed my heart off to everybody. That's not your fault. You did what your heart told you to do. It is never your fault. Let me explain this to you, Bell. It's never your fault because you loved somebody in a way that they couldn't love you back. That is never your fault. You did what you're supposed to do. You did what your heart led you to do. Baby, that's not your fault. All you got to do is ask for God to get them right. They not right. And because they're not right already, you got hurt in the process. But you didn't do nothing wrong. You did what you were supposed to do. So pray on it. Keep doing it. If I had, honey, my heart been hurt so many times. So many people have done me wrong. So many people, honey, I had to stop counting. I thought I was going crazy with all the way all the people have done. I was like, I ain't getting close to nobody else because every fucking time I get close to somebody, they fuck me over. And I be like, I'm not doing this. And I give my all because I love hard. I don't know if it's the Taurus in me or the motherhood in me, but I love hard. When I care for you and I really genuinely like you and I do things for you. And if, like I said, if I call you my sister, bitch, I don't take that lightly. If I call you my sister, you're my sister for life. Okay? So then when something happens to where we're no longer sisters, it may not affect you, but it damn sure affects me. It affects me deeply because I don't take it lightly. Like I said, my mother only had 3 girls. So I only had 2 sisters, biological. Because my mother only gave birth to 3. So if I'm calling you my sister, you're taking the place of my sister that's no longer here, that means a lot to me. So when somebody takes that shit lightly and take it for granted, it affects me. But I have to pray to God and say, Lord Jesus, keep me grounded because I know I didn't do anything wrong. It's never wrong because you loved someone. It's never wrong because you opened up and gave your heart to somebody. That's never wrong. You did what you were supposed to do. Now, if they didn't do it back, they wrong. They wrong. But we can't make people love us. You can't make a mother be a mother. You can't make fathers be fathers. You can't make a friend be your friend. You can't make your sister be your sister. You can't make your brother be your brother. Hell, you can't make a mother be a mother. Okay? You just can't. It has to be in them to be who they're gonna be. When a drug addict is constantly a drug addict, that's who they're gonna be for right now until it's in them to get cleaned out. Until it's in them to get cleaned out. If it's not in them to get cleaned out, they're gonna do the same shit. Lola says, me and my sister are going through the same. For about 15 years now, I'm stubborn, working on it. And you know what? What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you somebody was going through this? Miss Gina, I know, honey. Ooh, God lets me know. You know what you do, Lola? And I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, babe. If you lose your sister tomorrow, it's gonna affect you in a way, in a you will never be affected before. I know. I'm telling you from experience. I go through it every day. If you lose your sister tomorrow, it's gonna hunt you. Because you're gonna remember right now, and you said, me and my sister are going through this right now for about 15 years. I'm stubborn. All because you're stubborn. If you lost her, somebody called you in the morning and told you your sister gone, it's gonna tear you apart. You know what you do? I'm gonna tell you what I do at times. I go through my phone, family members and friends that I've never ever heard from, that I don't even talk to. I send them a text message, and a text message might say, I just wanted you to know that you're awesome. I just want you to know I love you. And some, I never get a response. Some, I did this about a couple of months ago, about 2 months ago. I went through people that didn't even have the numbers anymore. I was going through every number in my phone book, and I was sending messages out to people telling them, I just want you to know you're awesome. And people were sending me back messages. 2 or 3 people said, man, you don't know, I needed to hear that. I needed that. Other folks was like, who is this and this and that? I just said, it doesn't even matter. I just want you to know you're an awesome person, an amazing person. Because that word, that one little text could be something that could save somebody's life. Text your sister, send her an email, send her a message, and just say, I love you and I'm sorry. Don't say, but. Don't say, let me explain. Don't say, let me talk about it. Be short, direct, and sweet. I love you. I just want you to know that. And I'm sorry. And leave it at that. Then you will know in your hearts of hearts, I made the first move and it wasn't too late. That might be so she may have to take it in. It might take her a day. It may take her a week. It may take her a month. But I promise you, that's something that she ain't expecting. Something she ain't expecting. That's some we have too much pride. That's our problem right now on YouTube, in our family life, in our job. We all have too much pride that no one wants to be the first to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I went through all this, oh my God, I don't know, some of you all, a lot of you all are new here. When I got into it with SB, and I to me, I thought we were cool. I felt some type of way. I've always had said that I'm gonna always respect him because he looked out for me and my children, and he misconstrued something that I had said when we were over on Fababe's channel. Fababe was saying, yeah, that's how Chi-Town do it or whatever, and I was agreeing to what she was saying about Chicago. He assumed I was agreeing to something she said about him. No, I wasn't agreeing to that. Every day, I was apologizing to that man. Every day. Do you hear me? I got on here. Honey, tears was rolling down my eyes and everything. He never responded. Do you hear me? Never got a response. It took the queendom. People telling me, Miss Gina, stop apologizing, Miss Gina. You didn't do anything wrong. Stop. But I figured maybe if I just apologize or whatever, then we can move past it. We can move on. But we never did. Never did. Never contacted me or whatever. I did not hear from Sean Bradley until he asked me to be on that reality show. Mm-hmm. Out of all of that and everything we went through, I didn't hear back from him until he contacted me and asked me to be on that reality show. And I was like, wow. I was puzzled. Like, why would you want me? When I was pouring my heart out and I was trying to say, I'm sorry for whatever you thought I might have done because I want to move on. See, that's a learning situation. That's a learning experience. You saying you sorry doesn't mean guilt or anything. It means it's for you. So you can move on, so you can move forward. Forgiveness and all of that, it's for you. It's not for the other person. And I needed to be able to move on and forward. I don't like mess. I don't like mess. I don't like being in situations to where people going back and forth because that takes a lot out of you. It takes a whole hell of a lot out of you to argue with a person than to just stop it, to just stop it and end it and move forward. Tell your sister you love her and you sorry, because if that's what it takes for you all to start talking again, somebody gotta be a first. There's always been a first at everything. If it wasn't for the first, we wouldn't have cell phones, right? If it wasn't for somebody inventing this, a first, we wouldn't have it. If it wasn't for a first, we wouldn't have glasses to drink out of. Okay? There was a first in everything. So sometimes somebody got to be the first person to give in. When you're boxing, right? When you're boxing or wrestling or in the ring, it only can be one winner, right? Everybody can't win. But when people pay all this money, when they pay all this money to go see the fight, when they pay all this money to go see the basketball team, because only one team can win, are both teams really losing? Think about that. When the fighter in the ring and everybody paying millions and millions of dollars to see these two men bang each other in the ground, but there's only one winner, are both really losing? Because believe you me, the one that got beat up and lost, he making a whole hell of a lot of money too. He just ain't making as much as the winner. When we go to these basketball games and football games and everything else, both teams really losing. Because both teams is on TV, they getting recognition, both teams is getting endorsements. Think about that. We don't think about that because we don't look out for each other. We're just too busy tearing each other down, talking about each other, telling folks to keep their feelings in. That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. Miss Gina, after you have done all you can, sometimes we have to meet people where they are and love them from afar in order to keep your peace. And that is true. That is true. That's true. Sometimes you got to love them from afar to keep your peace. True. My mama and my sister, my baby sister, live in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, they live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here in Illinois, honey. I love them from afar. I talk to them. You know, we text sometimes. We get online and everything. I love them from afar to keep my peace. Because, woo, honey, if we was in the same city, state, I'd go crazy. So you're right. But they know. They know I love them. So you're right. Tracy's World said, I'm leaving my channel. Why are you leaving your channel, Tracy? Tracy's World, why are you leaving your channel? Everyone's saying, oh, you're tired of these people. Sometimes you just need to take a break. And I understand that. Sometimes you do. You just need to take a break. Keitra say, fuck people. Once you know your window, jump through and never look back. Amen. Tracy's where I nearly left for that same reason. Me too. I took a 3-month break but came back. Not for them, but for me. I have work to do. Amen. Amen. Do it for you, Tracy. If you feel you need to leave and take a break, mama. If you feel the right time for you to come back, then you come back at the right time. That's for you, not for them. When everybody kept telling me, Miss Gina, you got to come back. You got to come back. Now I said, no, I don't. I'll come back when I'm ready to come back. I'm not going to come back when people tell me I need to come back. And that's what I did. So sometimes you got to take that break for you. I can't stand the back and forth either, but I can't stand liars even more. I hear you, ask April. Yep. You're welcome, dear. Take a break if you must, but come back stronger than before. Exactly, Miss Gifted. I just texted my sister. Rainy Putt said, I just texted my sister because of you, Miss Gina. We haven't spoken in over a year. Ooh, I got to ring the bell. Woo! Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Woo! Let me give you some hugs. Let me give you some hugs. Woo! Won't he do it? Won't he do it? God is good. God is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know what? Keep doing it. Keep texting her. Text her once a month. Text her twice a month. Whenever you feel, keep doing it. And let me tell you something. It took, I told you, it took my mother 30 years to come around. 30 years before my mother finally apologized to me and it wasn't a but in it. She used to apologize and say, but do you know what happened to me? But it took her 30 years and one day she said, I'm sorry for everything that happened to you, everything that you went through, everything that I put you through. I'm sorry. And I'm waiting for the but. And she hugged me and kissed me. And I said, that's it? She said, yeah. She said, I'm sorry about everything. There was no but. When I tell you all I broke down, honey, I broke down like a little girl that needed her mother. We need our people. We need our sisters. Call your sister. Call your brother. Text them. Let them know you love them. That's in the past. Move forward. They need you. This shit ain't not. Look, let me tell you something. My daughter, my son, anybody call me right now, I'm gone. Y'all saw when I had to go pick up my daughter yesterday. I said, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up Cece. I'm gone. Any one of mine need me. Family is all we got. If you can't trust your family, you can't trust nobody. And some of us know we got family members we can't even trust. So, what does that say to you about folks out here in the universe? Why are you trusting them? You won't even forgive your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother. Because the forgiveness for you, that's why you can't move on. Because you won't forgive them and let go. But you can forgive a person out in the street that talked shit to you, talked shit about you, slapped you around, talked about your kids. You can forgive them and talk to them and kick it back with them and be on their platform and everything, but you won't even forgive your own people. Some of you won't even forgive your own daughters. You won't forgive your own son. Let me tell you something. I love all nine of my children. And I told them, you get your ass in trouble, I'm going to love you from behind bars. Oh, yes. You get your ass in trouble, I'm going to love you from behind bars. Because I told them, if they called me and you was out there doing some bullshit, I'm going to tell them, keep you. What you calling me for? Keep them. But I'm going to love you from behind bars. Because that's what a mother does. That's what a mother does. You don't have to agree with everything that they do. You don't have to go along with the program. It is not always what you do. It is how you do it. It's how you do it. You don't have to think that, well, I ain't gonna say thank you first. I'm mad. I ain't spoke to her in out 5 years. I ain't spoke because she did it to me first. And it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Because even though it could have been her fault, she could have stole from you, stole your man, did whatever, whatever, whatever. But the forgiveness is for you, so you can move forward. Not for them. Not for them. You handle your stuff. Handle it. Because if something happens, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. Every day I wake up, I get up and I think about that. When I pray to my sister and everything else, I think about, damn, if I could just relive that phone call over again, I would do it so much different. Honey, I probably would talk to her for hours, but I can't. Can't get time back. It's luxury. Can't afford. I don't care how much money you got. You can't buy time. Time's something you can't buy. People try to prolong it all the time. You see it with chemicals and stuff. We want to look young. We don't want to age. Everybody want to buy time, but that's something you can't buy. Don't matter how much money you got. You can't buy it. So do the right thing. Do what you need to do for you, not for them. Everything that I do, and I say, I do it for me. I don't give a damn about what YouTube think and say. You all can't think for me. Mm-mm. You can't think for me. April, exactly. I'm not doing all of that. I refuse. They'll say, Rainy, I don't know you, hon, but God bless you for making that step. Come on now, ask April. Okay? Much blessings. Blessings upon blessings to you for doing that. That was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do. This one this one YouTuber can't stand me, but I still love him as a friend in person anyway. Amen. Because it's for you and it keeps you calm and it keeps you at peace. I'm listening and learning, Miss Gina. Thank you, Angela. Yes, even if it's not to reconcile, it will lift that weight so you can move on. Exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you, she gonna ask April, she gonna feel so much better. You're gonna sleep so good tonight. And let me tell you something. If and when she contacts you back, it's gonna be a blessing because she might have been waiting for that call from you or that text from you. It's like a weight that's been lifted. It's like a weight that's been lifted off your shoulders. I told you guys, man, I don't have a problem with expressing my feelings. I just don't. Other people have problems with it because I do. You make me feel some type of way, I'm telling your ass. Whether you whether it makes you feel some type of way or not, whether you feel something for it afterwards or not. But if you make me feel a certain type of way, especially if I care for you, oh, I'm letting you know. Come on, Miss Gina. I feel like I am in church. I know that's right, T Slim. Time is so precious. You never know how good you have until it's gone. Let me tell you something, Bill. When I was in when I was inside that car and I had to be cut out of my car, do you know all the things that went to my head? Do you know I was on because I was in my Mercedes. In my Mercedes, you could talk through the radio and stuff. I was on the radio talking to my children, my two older children, telling them how much I love them, telling them to give my babies a kiss, to tell them, let them know I love them so much because I didn't know if I was going to make it. God saw to it not only that I made it out that car accident, but that I walked away from it so that I was able to bury my sister 3 days later, 2 days later, because he knew he was bringing her home. He knew he was bringing her home. He said, I'm going to let this sister live because he need me here to do more work, but I'm bringing the other sister home. Have you ever thought about that? Am I getting through to somebody? My car accident was December 30th. Okay. New Year's Eve, the 31st, I had to leave the hospital bed because my sister was on life support. In the airport, New Year's Day, I got the phone call inside O'Hare Airport. They told me she died. New Year's Day, I broke down. People was like, what is going on? I had to get on a plane by myself because it was so packed and full. And my daughter works for the airlines. So she was like, Mom, I can get a jump seat. I could get on any flight. But there's one seat left. My daughter saw to it that I got that seat. When my plane landed in Atlanta, my daughter's plane was flying in. And I was going there. When I got there, they said they couldn't release the body. What? They said, we can't release her body. I said, what do you mean you can't release her body? They said, because it's a homicide. So now I get there on top of all of this. I got everything going on inside me. I'm dealing with the effects from a car accident and all this kind of stuff. I'm dealing with the effects that I rushed my sister off the phone and now I lost her. It is a lot to take in. Tomorrow's not promised. Some of you all, somebody ain't waking up tomorrow. Okay? Somebody in this world around here ain't gonna live to see tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So call your people. Tell your people now that you love them. Hug your kids before they go to bed. Tell them you love them. Kiss your daughter, your sons on the forehead. Show them some attention, some support. You've been arguing with your husband all day. You've been in his ass. Shut the fuck up and tell him you love him. Because somebody ain't going to be here tomorrow. And you going to regret it. And you going to hate yourself. And you know what you going to say? Damn, Miss Gina said. Miss Gina said, tell him I love him. And I didn't even get to say goodbye. Because I'm still dealing with that right now. I'm still dealing with that. Every day I deal with that. Life ain't no joke. Life ain't no joke. Belle says, I almost lost my sister in 2017 because her kid's father brutally beat her and left her to die in front of her kids. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Sam say, amen, sister. Thank you, amen. And those are things that go on every day. Sometimes you want the older one to act older instead of you being that for them. Yeah. Because sometimes the older ones are not going to always act older. Sometimes my younger daughter acts older than my older daughter. Because my older daughter throws the tantrum and she holds grudges and everything else. But the younger, Cece don't care how mad you is with her. She gonna make you speak with her to her. She tells me, old lady, that's what she calls. Old lady, I know you looking at this phone. I know you see my message. All right, I love you anyway. And I be like this. I'll be looking at her message and I start laughing. But then I'm like, yeah, I am looking at her messages and stuff, but I'm being stubborn. So I be stubborn and I say, okay, I'm going to be stubborn one more day. But then it don't even get to the other day because sometimes within that hour or minute or second, I'll text her back and say, what you want? What you want? But she knows she did wrong, but she's like me. She loves hard. And when she fuck up and mess up, she'll say she's sorry, but she gonna keep at it and she's gonna keep bugging you because she loves her family. I love my family. If you love your family and you about family, if you don't have family, I love you. I love you. You know why I say that so much? Because a lot of us, not just me, we didn't hear that growing up. Did you hear your parents say they love you to each other? Did your parents say to you, I love you, baby? Did your parents give you hugs and kisses? Well, mines didn't. See, a lot of us, everybody didn't get that love and affection. So that's why I am so affectionate. I'm so loving and caring with people. That's why I got the bell. When I saw this bell and it said ring for a kiss, and I still haven't blinged it out, and I'm going to bling. I said, this is it. And I told my queendom, if you're going through something, people will say, ring the bell, Miss Gina. I need the bell. And that means mwah, mwah. They might need a kiss. They might need a hug because a lot of us didn't grow up. We don't know how to say, I need a hug. You know, I need some affection. I need someone to tell me they love. A lot of us don't know how to do that. My son will come in here, and if I'm feeling some type of way, sometimes he say, Ma, I think you need a hug. And I'm like, dang, you know what? I did need a hug today. I did need a hug today. So for my queendom family and friends, those that don't want to come out and say, Miss Gina, I need a kiss or whatever, they could say, Miss Gina, can you ring the bell? And the bell can mean any one of the three. It can mean I need a kiss, I need a hug. I just need to feel love or I need some attention. And we gonna ring the bell. And that shows it. Tell somebody. Somebody told you they love you today. I love you. Because we don't hear it. We are not affectionate. We do not show emotions. So therefore, our children don't know how to handle their emotions. Most children, y'all wonder why children so violent, why they act out, why they scream. Because if you're a child and you grew up and your parents or whoever watched you and took care of you, and every time you cried, they said, shut up. Shut that damn noise up. Shut your ass. So you grow up not being able to express your feelings because you was always told, shut up. So then that falls onto their children. So you will hear people that are very successful in their jobs and business, have beautiful homes and cars, everything. But guess what? They don't know how to be affectionate to their children. Their idea of affection is buying them cars and buying them expensive clothes and jewelry and stuff. And all that child wants to hear is I love you. So they act out. Kids act out in different ways. They get on drugs. They go and tear up this car so daddy can buy another car because that's the only time they get someone. Oh, are you okay, baby? Oh, how bad was the accident? Because that's the only attention that they get. They go out and do things to themselves because that's the only time they get attention from their family. We all know somebody that did stupid shit just to get attention. Because on a regular, if they didn't do something stupid, their parents wouldn't even give two flying fucks about them. Some folks do it with their husbands and stuff. Because if they didn't do something to get his attention, they wouldn't get it. He wouldn't care. We got to change. They'll say, I need him on. Okay, mine didn't. That's why I'm the opposite with my son. Exactly, Lola. That's how you got to be. Hey, Tracy. Mwah. Hey, love. Love you, Miss Gina. I love you more, Tracy. My Rainy Puck says, my mom didn't hug us. Oh, come on now. Come. Oh, somebody being real. She said, my mom didn't hug or kiss us like that. It kind of feels weird to say I love you to her, but I do it. And she learned to say it too. Because you got to keep doing it. Rainy Puck, we got something in common. My mother never, do you understand? Do you understand me? She never hugged us. She never kissed us. My mother never even said we was pretty or we was loving. You're some good girls. I never heard that. You know who used to say that? Her friends. My mother friends used to say all the time, those girls are beautiful. Look at those girls. They are so well mannered. When we would come around the family members in them would say, look at Miss So and so daughters. Those little girls have always been gorgeous and beautiful. That's the only time we heard that we were beautiful. I didn't know I was beautiful or pretty until I got older. And I was getting all this attention. And I was like, what am I getting all this attention for? I didn't understand it because my mother never said I was pretty. My mother never hugged me. She never kissed. She said, get up and go to school. She said, we get our report cards and stuff. She said, oh, okay. Her idea of telling you did good was it's about time. So it's about time somebody in this family doing something right. Not that was good, Gina. Not, that was I'm so proud of you. You know when I'm gonna tell you the very first time. The very first time I heard I was a good person, and I don't even want to cry, was when my daughter Cece was about 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old, and she said to me, you are good, mommy. She grabbed my face and she said, you were good, mommy. That I broke down in tears. That was the very first time I had heard from anyone that I was good. That's why I fight so hard for my children. That's why I fight so because if you don't, if nobody else don't, they see the good in me. They see the good in me. I don't give a damn what you don't see. I don't give a damn what you think. They see the good in me. My children say to me all the time, Ma, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you. My mother didn't say that. My father wasn't around to say it. My father died when I was young. So he wasn't around to tell me. No one, no one told me that. So everything, this person that you see, this persona of Miss Gina that you see now was learned. You know why? I looked, I listened, and I learned. I knew I didn't want to be like her. I wanted to be nothing like her. I wanted to be a better mother than her. So I read books. I asked questions. I did everything. I said, I'm going to be the best mother I can be. I might not be a good friend. Maybe I wasn't a good wife. I don't doubt that. Maybe I wasn't a good sister. Maybe I wasn't a good daughter. I can admit to all that. But one thing you cannot say is that I was not a good mother. I'm a damn good mother. I'm one of the best mother there is to have. And that nobody gonna take away from me. I know it. The public know it. People know it. My kids' school know it. My children know it. Everybody know it. One thing that people talk about me right now, my friends, they say, Gina, girl, we was talking about you and we was on the topic of mothers. And she said, I told them, I know a good mother. I know a mother that can't nobody never say nothing bad about. And I'm like, girl, who you talking about? She said, you. I said, what are you talking about? She said, I remember you walking around with them babies, and all them babies had their backpack, and we said, here come Gina and her crew. I always had all mine. Always had my truth. Nobody, my mother didn't play. You made all those babies, take them with you. Where they daddy at? Get their daddy. Take them. If I went across the street, take them with you. They stayed with me. I always made sure they had everything they wanted and everything they needed. And they're gonna be good parents. They're gonna be great parents because I showed them what it's like to have a great parent. Come on now, y'all better make a change. Angela say, Miss Gina, I know for real you love us. Love and hugs right back, Miss Gina. Thank you, Angela. You know I love you guys. Our parents didn't show affection. A lot of them didn't. Do you know I got my children friends come over here. I told y'all I stay in a very affluent neighborhood. Their parents come, their kids come over here, and their kids come, and these kids driving Mercedes Benz, BMWs, they driving Lexuses, honey, they driving cars worth I don't know how much. These are children. And they come over here and I give them a hug and I kiss them on the forehead and say, I love you now, baby. Y'all be safe. And they love coming over here. They will come right in my house and ask my kids, where's your mom? I want to say hi to your mom. You know what it is? Because they like the love and affection because they don't get it. My son, I never forget my son's friend said, my mother never told me she loved and cared about me. He said, you know what her idea of love was? Buying me something and tell me get out her face. Buying something and telling your child, get out my face. That was their idea. Where we do that at? And you wonder why kids are so hateful, why kids are so, why they go through the stuff they go through. Because they haven't been shown. They haven't been shown affection, love, caring. They haven't been shown that you can be the best. You are the best. They haven't been told none of that. A lot of us didn't get it. We had to learn it on our own. Somebody had to show us. Yeah, Lola, our parents didn't. Kimmy Love said, I tell my kids and grandson every day I love you. Come on now, baby. Tracy say, tell it. Facts. Who else we got? Hey, BL. Amen, Miss Gina. Tracy said, BL said, hey, Miss Gina, how you doing? That's right. I always have my twins. I'm a mom first. That part, J.R. Black. Ring the bell for me, Tracy said. I need a hug. I got you. Woo. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm giving you hugs and kisses and a big old heart. I'm giving you a whole lot of love, Tracy, because that's what we do. We love over here. Come on now. Anytime you need a hug, honey, look, you ain't getting that from nobody else. Yeah, yes, that's how all my kids' friends are. Yep, ask April. You know these teenagers come in. Teenagers, that's the most vulnerable time in a teenager's life when they're a young adult. You know why? Because when they're a teenager, their hormones are going crazy. They're going through so much stuff. They don't know if they like how they look. They don't know if they like their bodies. They don't know their hormone. Everything is just going crazy. So they need some affection. They need some understanding. They need some attention. So when you don't give these kids that, they go crazy. They're in relationships. They start in relationships. For these kids that start relationships at 13, 14 years old. And then when their heart gets broken, they don't know what to do. Because nobody's taught them anything. So you got kids, they commit suicide. You got children go out and do stupid stuff like that little boy kept doing on that Tracy was talking about on her page. From the time he was 7, probably younger than that, probably from the time he can walk and talk, he was doing all kind of mischief because he didn't have anyone to tell him not to do it. and that you're something special. Like I said, all while I was watching that, all the people that came, they threw money at this kid. They sent him places. I did not see Tracy. I didn't see one adult hug that baby and tell him you are loved. You are special. Do you know if somebody had to did that, that probably could have changed his whole entire life? Hey, Miss Gina, ring for hugs and kisses. All right, mother love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Woo, honey, we giving all the hugs and kisses. Each and every one here is appreciated. Thank you for coming to the chat. That's right, Ra. Angela said, my mom is hardcore. I know how much she loved me, but not affectionate like that. However, the most beautiful mom in the world in my eyes. There you go. Amen. Amen. Because some of us don't, we haven't had that. You welcome, Tracy. Some of us did not, we didn't have it. And there's kids now, and I'm gonna tell you why. The kids now that are growing up and feeling that type of way, because their parents grew up and didn't have any love and affection. Their parents didn't know how to love them and show them. And so they didn't know how to do it with their children. And if you're not that young kid that says to yourself, but I want to be loving and caring and affectionate. But I want to be a mom and a great mom. See, I grew up, I knew I wanted a house full of kids, honey. When I was in my teens, honey, when I was in my 20s, I used to tell people I got 5 kids. I got 6 kids. I knew I wanted a big family, and I knew I wanted them to all be great, and I knew I wanted to be a better mother than my mother was to me. I already knew this. So when I had my first son, I was asking all kind of questions. If he had a sneeze, a sniffle, I was taking him to the ER. They would be like, he okay, there's nothing wrong with him. He probably with some dust, some allergies or whatever. Give him a Benadryl, whatever. But he's okay. I wanted to be the best mom that I could be. Things that I didn't know. I asked questions. I read books. I went to the library. I did everything. Everything. Because I knew I wanted to be a better mother than my mother was. Every day, I told them, I love them. Angela said, Miss Jeannie, you make me want to cry how you break shit down. Thank you, love. That's the reason I do it. I have to break, I don't know what it is, if it's a gift or whatever it is, but I just have to break it down in a way because I'm from the street. I'm from the hood. And we don't understand the book mumbo jumbo. Let me tell you something. One of the best books that I got that I'm reading now. Iceberg Slim. The story, the pimp, Iceberg Slim. And the best thing he could have ever done was in the back of his book, all of the words that in here, the glossary, he broke them down. He broke all of the words down that mean certain things, because people reading this book ain't gonna understand what he's saying because he wrote the book in how he talked in slang. But he wrote the definition of what he said in the back of the book of different things. Like let's see, the apple is New York City. Bang, injections of narcotics. Beef, criminal complaint. Bail, notoriety, I don't have my glasses on, connected to one's name. Boss, very good, excellent. So he broke the words down so that people could understand, because people don't understand always what you're saying. And what some folks ain't never picked the book up. So I like when I'm explaining something and I'm breaking it down, I want to break it down in a way that you gonna understand it. I want you to know, and not only know, but I want you to feel what I'm talking about. I want you to feel what I feel. Yes, love, I remember Iceberg Slim. You remember Iceberg? Come on now. Woo, honey. That's a good book. I recommend it. Miss Gifted say, exactly, Queen Gina. I watched my mother and father argue and fight all the time growing up. They had no love for each other. It was more of a money thing. And that still goes on to this day. Still goes on to this day. You have parents and stuff, they get together and it's just all about money. They ain't love each other. You see it every day on Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop. Everybody sleeping with everybody. So many people is doing so much stuff. And then what happens? What happens? That somebody wind up getting pregnant. Now, these two people that had no love for each other, didn't go together, nothing, just a one night stand, but they didn't protect themselves. And that is baby is going to come into this world, and that baby is going to feel unloved. Unloved. Because who going to show them how to be loved when your mama made you in a toilet, in a bathroom stall? Remember that on Black Ink? Old girl was screwing in the bathroom. That's crazy. Oh my God, Gina, my parents, I read those books, shaking my head. No, my one regret, not having more kids. My son is 25 years old now and out the house. Come on now. Yep. I got three more. I'm down to my last three. And I already know. For most of my life, I've always had children in the home. I'm gonna be stressed. I'm gonna be depressed. Because how do you go? Angel's gonna be with me. Angel's 13 for 5 more years. Angel's gonna be, I'll be for 5 more years. So I'm about to be uh 51, I'll be 61. 5 more years, Angel will be with me and then she'll be out the house. But that's most of my life. Most of my life I had children. There was always someone with me. So when she's gone to go live her life, I'm gonna miss that because I'm used to that. My grandkids, I get to see them, but I don't get to see them regularly. Iceberg Slim, gotta read it. Gotta read it. I bought it off of Amazon. How are you doing, Miss Gina? I'm doing great. I'm blessed, Mother Love. Thank you for asking, love. Thank you. I just wanted to, I know we've been on here an hour and a half. Y'all know I can keep y'all all day. I just wanted to get on here and explain to those that don't listen, that always have something to say, these bush people about. When you said you weren't going to talk about this, you said, let me tell you something. I never not said that I wasn't going to talk about how I feel. I'm going to always talk about how someone made me feel. Now, am I going to say uh exactly what they did to make me feel that way? Am I going to, point out certain things? No. No. But I have every right to say that person hurt my feelings, and I have every right to let that person know that they hurt my feelings. I have every right to say I thought that we was this way because you made it seem that way. But it's cool that we not. There's nothing wrong with that. People make mistakes and get misunderstood. This is life. This is life. Real life, honey. I told my son, do you know how many times you're gonna go through life and your feelings gonna get hurt? Do you know how many times some girl gonna break up with you and all this stuff? Do you know how many times this is just the beginning? You ain't seen nothing yet. This all prepares you for what's gonna happen in the future. But the reason why we can't keep relationships, and we especially in the Black home, because we was always taught to hide our feelings. The Black man was always taught not to express his feelings because in order to be a man, to be strong, you couldn't let them see you sweat. You couldn't let them see you cry. You couldn't let them see you broken because you're supposed to be a man. Do you know the biggest, the hardest men break down and they cry and they should? Because at some point you have to release that energy somewhere. Somewhere. Because you're human. Everybody is human. Do you not hear all of the rapists, the child molesters, the murder? What is the thing they always say? I just snapped. I don't know why I snapped. Or I don't remember. You know why they say they snapping it? Because they had so much in them. They had so much energy. They had so much going on inside of them. There was no release because the way that they were brought up, they couldn't show it. But when you teach a child, when you teach a young man that it's okay to cry, when you teach your son, it's okay to cry, you're going to feel better. Get it all out. When you teach them to talk to you, see, a man, you're supposed to, a young boy, when they come to you and they do something wrong and you're talking to them, they ain't supposed to talk and look down like that. You're supposed to say, look at me in my eyes. Talk to me. Every single one of my kids, when they come in here and they talk to me, they look at me in my face. They look at me in my eyes. I look at them in their eyes. I teach them that. So when they're in their relationships, when they're talking to their teachers, who their head ain't down, other kids' heads is down and all that, they can't even face you. So how is it when that child becomes a young man and that young man becomes a grown man, he's still looking down. He's still looking down like he's looking for something. He can't look you in the eye. He can't look his boss in the eye. He can't look his women in the eye. He can't look his children in the eye because he was always taught to look down. Women too. You get men, their fathers say, don't look at me. Their mother say, bitch, oh, slut, don't you look at me. So she always looking down. And then she the same way with her children. Teach them to look a person in the, teach them to stand strong, like Malcolm X, like Martin Luther King, like Obama. Teach them to stand strong, like Michelle, honey. Michelle, you see her every time. Michelle, you see Michelle on some honey. She front and center, honey. She sit on the edge because a real woman sits on the edge of their seat with their legs crossed, and they look you straight in your eye. Because a person that can't take it gonna be looking around, gonna be looking all over every place, but in your. I see you gonna get educated over here. Miss Gina gonna educate you. I'ma love you. I'ma care for you, and I'ma tell you the motherfucking truth. That's why they don't want you over here. And Acts April say 100, and Miss Angela say Miss Gina, yep. Ross say that's true. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. It does not make a man weak when he cries. We need to stop telling our men that they weak because they shed a tear. No, that's some energy that he needs to get out. And you know what it's going to make him feel when he get it out? A stronger man. He going to be a stronger man. If you got a man that's a man and strong, honey, you got a good woman behind him. Behind every good, strong, stand up, face front man is a good woman. That's either his mother or his wife, if not both. If not both. I tried to teach that to my husband. I would tell him, stand up, stand strong. You're a man. What do you mean? You're supposed to be there at the head of the table. He would say all the time, that's the boss. Gina's the boss. And I would be like, well, what the fuck you here for? Because if Gina gotta make the bread, butter the bread, okay, uh, 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 pass out the bread, okay. If I got to do all this, what the fuck I need you for? What do I need you for? Because I can get myself off, okay. So that means you just wasted space. You just wasted space. A man is supposed to take charge, to be at the head of the table. If you a woman, stand the fuck back. Give him his rightful spot. What's wrong with us women is because we always got to take over because they put it in our mindset that a woman can do anything that a man can do. A woman can do everything and can be everything that a man. No, we can't. I don't care what you say or how you say it. We can't do everything that they can do. We can't. They can't do everything that we can do. I try to be the best mother that I can be to my sons. I try to teach them the very best that I can. But I'm not a man. I can't teach them everything. I'm not a man. I thank God, knock on wood, that my older sons, whose fathers were in their lives, whose fathers was in their lives to teach him how to be a man, my older son is teaching my younger sons how to be a man because I can't. When it's something that they need to talk about, they go to their older brother because their older brother had a father who's still around to this day to teach them him and tell him, Mom, where you be? Mom, I just came from Pop's house. Pop, oh, how your dad doing? He doing okay. We was just chit-chatting such and such. My son is 32 years old and he still can go chit-chat with his father. His father is still that man in his life to teach him how to be a man. My younger children, my twins, their father isn't. I can only teach them so much. So the things that I cannot teach them, thank God, I have an older son that can teach them those things. You understand? Man, we got to work together. We got to pull it together. Just like some men who single fathers. They can't teach that little girl how to be a little girl. It's things they don't know. They will never know. They will never understand. Like when she get a period, like when she's getting cramps, like when things is going on within her body. That father will never ever understand. She needs a mother to teach her that. She needs a woman to teach her that. And if he does not have ties with his mother or sister or aunt or some woman, how is she going to learn that? She's going to pick up what she picks up off the street. Hey, Designs by V, how you doing, love? This is why our children, this is why everything is just falling apart. It's falling apart because they learning from the wrong people. These kids is learn. Most of these kids, the shit that they know or they think they know, they learning off of TV. They learning off of Love and Hip Hop. They learning off of Atlanta Housewives. They learning off of all these reality shows, and they think that's the niche. Nobody never shows nobody. When we gonna see somebody showing a girl, a young lady, how to cook and clean a goddamn house? These kids don't even clean up no more. Remember when we was younger, we came home before our mom got off work, that house was spotless. Because if that house, if it was dishes left in the sink, if the floor wasn't mopped, if the walls wasn't clean, that was your ass. These kids, parents been working all day. Some parents you got working 16 hours, 18 hours jobs, and they come home and ain't nothing been done. And you ask the kid, what you been doing all day? None, I'm watching TV. I'm watching TV. I was just playing my game. And the parent looking around, and the parent just got home, can't even take their work clothes off because they got to cook, clean, okay, and organize before they go to bed. Now, if you got a 14, 15, 16-year-old child in the house, we in today's day, they ass should be cooking. They ass should be cleaning up. They ass should be doing something, especially if you're a single parent in a single household. They should be doing something. Saturday morning, get up and clean days. Yes, honey, look, I clean Lola, my mother, cleaning days, washing walls days was on Sunday. Honey, she would play the blues. She would play that gospel music every Sunday morning, honey. Honey, we woke up to Marvin Gaye. Do you hear me? We woke up to Marvin Gaye, and she already had the buckets of water and stuff ready. She like start on the walls. The little ones get the bottom. Jean, go in there and get them kitchen stuff. People came in my house and was like, dang, y'all look like y'all just moved in here. My mother didn't play. She did not play. Yes, I lost my mom 3 years ago. And I'm sorry to hear that, Lakeside. Yep, music playing high, and I've missed you. Miss Gina, you bringing back memories. We knew what to do. Come on now. We knew what to do. You knew what to do, and it better have been done before your mom or dad even got home. These kids, they sit here and talk crazy to you and sit down all day and they don't do nothing. And then tell you they need a new iPhone. My iPhone broke. Can you get me a new iPhone? But they ain't cleaning up nothing. They ain't doing a damn thing. They want you to do everything. You paying all the bills and all kind of stuff. You get no respect, no help, no support. We got to change that. We got to change that. Ross said, tell the truth, tell the truth. I miss you, Ra Ann says. We got to make the change. We got to make the change in order for them to make the change. And you got to do it with love and support. And you just can't talk at a child and not let them know that you care. You could tell them, look, this your house too. Don't you want a clean house? Why you want to live in filth? This your house. Clean up. We got to do this together. I got to work all day. If I don't work, you don't eat. Okay? If I don't work, you ain't going to get to use that internet. Okay? So you got to help me out. Honey, please. I used to tell mine, y'all better do something. You won't, when the internet wasn't on, they'll say, Mom, the internet ain't on. I said, oh, it's not. They say, no, Mom, the internet not on. Oh, okay. Did you think about that? When I had to work my ass off and come home and cook and clean and do all this kind of stuff, and I ain't had no help. I'm tired. Look, you figure out how you gonna pay to get the internet on. That's what I used to tell them. You figure it out. And then they started doing shit. See, when you take away things they love, like this, you take away things that they love, that they think that they need, and you only provide the essentials. See, the law says, you say, oh my God, I love you, Miss Gina. You took me way back. All right, T Slim. Hey, Intuitive, what's up, Miss Gina and Queen? I've been cleaning while listening to you because my baby's grown and gone. Drop down to say thanks for this informative class. Hugs and kisses. All right, Intuitive. Thank you, love. I told my children, I said, by law, I'm only supposed to feed you, clothe you, and put a roof over your head. Did you see that? Hey, Natalia, love. I'm only supposed to feed you, clothe you, and put a roof over your head. Now, it didn't say what type of food I had to feed you. It didn't say what type of roof I had to put over your head. And it didn't stipulate the type of clothing I had to put on your back. Okay? So, those Jordans and all of that name brand shit, I ain't got to do that. We can go to, we ain't even going to Walmart. We going to the thrift store. You hear me? We going to the Goodwill. Because as long as I got some wearable clothes for you, then that's what you're going to get. Okay? So for dinner, we going to have whatever it is I feel like cooking at the time. If you ain't happy with me, Mom, what we eating today? Hot dogs and poke and beans. If it was good enough for me, it's going to be good enough for you. Day 2. Mom, what we eating for dinner? Hot dogs and poke and beans. If it was good enough for me, it's good. Well, we had that last night. Do you have a job? Because by law, let me get that book out. It didn't say that I had to feed you steak. I had to feed you shrimp. I had to feed you burgers and fries. It said I had to feed you. So hot dogs and poke and beans is on the menu. That's what you get. Now you can eat it or not eat it, but that's what you get. Well, Mom, well, why I'm in this room? Why I can't have my room that I had? I had my own room. It said I needed to put a roof over your head. It didn't say I had to give you your own bedroom. Didn't say that. So if I want to put your ass in a closet, I could put you in a closet. As long as there's a roof over your head. See, we got to teach these kids. They don't understand. They don't learn. These children, you see my phone? This is a Samsung. This is my old phone that went out. I went and got the upgraded version of this one. These children, these babies is walking around with $1,000 iPhones. Do you hear me? They are walking around with $1,000 iPhones and no job. No job. Parents buying them $1,000 iPhones and paying their bills, but they won't cook, clean, or do a goddamn thing. And have the nerve to question their parents when they come through the door. Ma, the internet off. Ma, the cable ain't working. Ma, when you get your check? When you get your check? That's a taboo in this house. I wish a mother would. I wish you would come and ask me when I get a check. And all you need to worry about is the light still on? Is the internet still working? Do we still have a roof over our head? Okay? All right? We're doing all of this, and these kids is getting away with everything. Some parents right now shouldn't even be working. I'm still dealing with, I got pain all up in here. I got pain all down here. I got pain all in the bottom of my neck, my arm, everything. This arm, this hand right here, and my arm gets numb and everything. Half the time I can't do nothing. And you know what my baby's coming in and do? Mom, you want me to run you some bath water? See, that's a good kid. They come and they say, Mommy, you want me to run you some bath water and put some of that salt stuff in there? Put some of that bath stuff and alcohol in there so you can soak. That's a good kid. Angel says, Ma, I took out such and such. I'm going to cook dinner. That's a good kid. Those are children that understands my mama work her ass off. Work her ass off to make sure we have what we need. So the least we could do is cook, clean, and help out around the house. That's the least you can do. They 13 and 14 doing this. 13 and 14. You got 16, 17, 18, some 20-year-olds still living at home, and they ain't doing none of that. They ain't doing none of that. Ross said, when my children started asking me for $200 and $250 shoes, I told them it's time for them to get a job. I put in, that's what I'm talking about. Your children honor and respect you. Thank you, Miss Gifted. And they do. Every time when they come in and they check on me, y'all see them sometimes they'll peek in the door and say, "Are you alive?" And I say, "Uh-huh." And they say, "Oh, I'm like, you want something?" They say, "No, I ain't want nothing. I was just checking on. I was just seeing what you was doing." All the time. I go and check on my kids. You know how as mothers, when your babies are babies, you had that habit of going in the room and looking in on them. I still do that, but guess what? They do that to me now. I took a nap. I wasn't feeling well. My teeth was hurting. My neck was hurting and everything. And I think when I went to therapy today, I overdid it. And so I was feeling really, really bad. And I got to go and get a MRI and stuff. And I was laying down, and the kids, one by one, they were all checking on. I was like, "You need something?" "No, ma, no, no, no. Go back to sleep. Lay down. You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." "Okay, go back to sleep." There's so many people. Do you know what they would give to have that? There's mothers and parents in the same household with their children. They don't even talk. They don't even hold a conversation, let alone hug each other and kiss each other. They don't even talk. When the kids do talk to them, the kids sending them a text message. The kids sitting up there sending them a text message saying to them, "Oh, Mom, downstairs. Oh, Mom, you got $20 I can borrow. Oh, Mom, you got 20." And they in the house. That's one of my pet peeves. My kids know, you better not text me and you in this damn house. You better come up here, come up them stairs and talk to me. Every time. When one Benja do it a lot, he'll text me and I have to say to him, "Are you in the house?" And he say, "Yeah." Click. I just hang up. I don't say nothing else. I just couldn't. Then he'll come in the room. I say, "You know not to text me when you in the house. I want to see you. I want to talk to you." See, parents don't have any conversation anymore. People, they don't chat. No one chat. Everybody texts us. Remember back in the day when we was growing up, we had conversations. You told your mom said, "How was school? What happened at school?" Y'all had conversations. We don't have conversations no more. Good night, Ann. So, no, you're not gonna have a conversation with me from another room on a computer, or on your laptop, or on your phone. No, come in and speak to me. That's what you're gonna do. So we just gotta make a change. We gotta make a change for our family, our children, ourselves. We gotta make a change. And don't be afraid to express your feelings. Let people know how you feel. Let your children know how you feel. Let your significant other know how you feel. Let me tell you something. My boss from another job I had, she used to see me in her office so much. I used to leave and go to work early because I'd be like, can I talk to you for a minute? She'd be like, yeah, Gina, come on in. I said, I came early just so I can have a conversation. And I would tell her when things made, I didn't feel right, things were going wrong at the job. I will tell her. I will go, can I talk? Start letting people know how you feel. You will be shocked at the response that you would get back, or those that say, wow, I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, I'm going to make a change. We got to start talking. This community, this sector, this race, there's no communication. That's why we got the highest rate in divorces and fights and getting our children taken away and all this stuff. There is no communication. Nowhere. There's no communication in schools. There's no communication at work. There's no communication at home. There's no communication at all. People wait till they get to the last end and then they blow up and they explode. And you can't talk to somebody when you're blowing up and when you're in your feelings and you explode. Then you really can't get nothing done. But if you're calm, cool, and collected, and you come to somebody and you say, this is how you make me feel, they're more, receptacle to listen and understand what you're saying. So on that note, I had y'all on here for 2 hours. Mwah. I love you guys. Y'all have a great evening and ta ta for now. I'll see you guys, if not tonight, I'll see you tomorrow.